Hi guys, today I'm coming at you with a short video on the complete Necromium armor and weapon set. I would like to start off by saying that I did everything from scratch, meaning I mined the ores, i.e. the nechrite and the phasmite ores. The nechrite ore can be found in Alcarid in the mining entrance by the scorpions, and the phasmite ore could be found south of Port Phasmatis, close to the Araxar entrance, if you know where that is. So next, I smelted the ores into bars, into necromium bars or nechrite bars, and then I smelted the armor. So, okay, enough of the formalities. Let's get to the part you guys actually came here for, testing the armor and weapons. But first, I must do my due diligence and put everything in there since this is a test guide. So first I'll put up the stats on paper. I'll give you the armor stats and then the weapon stats and then a bit of time on screen for each stat so you could read them, and I'll throw on some music so you guys could actually enjoy reading with a little melody in the background. After that, we're gonna go and test out the weapons on the training dummy in Lumbridge. We'll look at how it performs, and then I'll let you guys kind of figure out whether it's worth your purchase or not. After which, we will go and train on one melee monster, one ranged monster, and one magic monster to see how the weapons perform on each monster and how the armor reacts as well. I wanted to do one of each monster because I wanted to see how the monster reacts to how the weapon reacts to a monster which it is not powerful against. So let's get right into the video. Okay, so let us begin. Stats on paper. First, I'll throw up the armor, give it a few seconds so you guys could actually read it. Then I'll throw up the weapons, give that a few seconds so you can read it too. And here we go. Enjoy. So now to my favorite part of the video, looking at the armor visually. I really do like the armor. It's more of a barbaric, terrifying type of armor, as opposed to the Elder Rune, which is just like a sleek armor that has thin swords and whatnot. This is like very broad and covers a lot of area with the axes, and it's supposed to be very menacing with the faces on the shield and the chest plate and the axes and everything. It's really a quite nice armor. So now let's go and test out how it actually does. Okay, so now let's head to Lumbridge and test out how each of the weapons does on the dummy. First, we'll test out the big two-handed axe. I expect it to do pretty good because obviously it's a 2H weapon. It should hit pretty hard and do pretty good. It seems like it's actually doing pretty good. It hit 1,000 plus multiple times. Next, we're going to move on to the faster weapons, the dual-wielded axes. I actually quite like those. They're really nice, shortcut and whatnot. They're speedy and don't hit at quite as high, but we expected that much. And then the shield and the single axe do pretty much the same exact thing. So next, we're gonna move to our first monster. Since we are testing a melee weapon, let's try out the melee monster first. And the best thing that came to mind is Hellhounds. I chose Hellhounds because their weakness is axe already, so I figured why not. You could actually use these weapons here. It actually does pretty good. They're a tier 70 weapon, but I believe they have tier 60 stats at the base level, which is this armor, of course. And I did find that the big axe did quite well against them. So if you actually wanted to kill Hellhounds and camp them for a while, you could do so. These weapons, the base weapons or the +0 weapons, actually don't last that long. They I think have a 5 to 8 hour last time. I'm not sure. Sorry, I didn't do the full research on that. But yeah, you could actually camp Hellhounds when doing these. Next, we're gonna move to Grub Worms. I know Grub Worms are a range monster, but I wanted to see what the weapons can do against a monster they're not particularly strong against. So I don't expect these to do too good against Grub Worms. Firstly, because obviously it's a range monster, as I said. Secondly, Grub Worms have pretty high HP, and their combat level is pretty high too. So I believe it's 98, and I don't expect them to do too well with the Grub Worms. If they do, I'm actually going to be surprised. So, as I expected, they did perform pretty sadly. Like, the accuracy was quite horrible, to be quite blunt. So Grub Worms, the best, if you want to do Grub Worms with melee, I just recommend to use tier 90 weapons like Drygores or Eldaroon. Like, don't even go to Grub Worms, they're just going to be wasting a lot of time. You could do them so much quicker with range, and I guess that I would advise doing that method instead. Lastly, we're going to move to Gargoyles. Gargoyles are one of my favorite monsters for money making, Slayer, all around amazing monster. I love doing Gargoyles because um, they're just amazing. And obviously, Gargoyles are a magic monster. They're weak against magic, water spells in particular. So let's go test out these against the Gargoyles. I think they should perform pretty well. I definitely think they'll perform better than they did on the Grub Worms. Grub Worms, they just did terrible. But yeah, they are doing pretty decent on Gargoyles. Once again, I would recommend bringing the big axe just because it has a much higher damage rate than the dual-wielded axes. I would advise even like going to +3 or +4 if you want to do Gargoyle, just because this weapon or these weapons right now have tier 60 accuracy, and Gargoyles are more tier 70, tier 75 if you want to actually camp them for long periods of time and actually make money off of them. So yeah, guys, that's about it. This was pretty much the guide. I just wanted to give you guys an entire guide on the weapon, how it looks, how it performs, and I really hope you guys did enjoy it. I did enjoy making it a whole lot, just from smithing it to using it in using it in battle. So yeah, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.